we need to understand what we've got and where that puts us at the table and how we can make or take advantage of that.
One of my economist friend defined us by saying that we are a first world country with a third world economy. As in we produce what a third world produces, like in cattle, dirt. We don't produce very high tech product in proportion of the GDP. If you would see, what Germany would do, what US would do, what France would do. And in very simple language, and unless we could make that economy go up to the first world war to produce a bit more high tech or high grade products, that lifestyle of the first world might become a dream in the future. And there needs to have a strong economic policy, economic growth policy for a country to be put down on the table. And when prime ministers and treasurers should see not just 3 years, they should see 10 and 20 years down the road. I want you to comment on that.
Yeah, again, the view is I'm in power for this period of time and that's what I'll focus on. And obviously we've got a Labor government in power at the moment who are, pushing their own agenda. And the problematic piece is, well, what is it that they're doing that is going to generate or benefit us for the next 20 years? Labor has always had very, similar core principles about policy and budget, and Liberal obviously has a completely different view. I'm not entirely sure what we can or will do to advance ourselves, bearing in mind we were only quite a small country.
Yeah.
So we will never be America, we will never be China, we'll never be India, we'll never be any of these big powerhouse countries. But we need to understand what we've got and where that puts us at the table and how we can make or take advantage of that. Obviously, you've got Donald Trump at the moment, who everyone's got a different view about. But one thing's for sure, he can bring people to a table.
Yeah, he can make a good deal.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
And you were talking about deals before.
Correct. So I feel that we could be more of a powerhouse if we could make some better deals with what we've got available to us. And that might be the solution forward. Is it going to resolve everything? No. Is it diversifying what we've got? Probably not. But at least it'll give us some form of seat at the table. At the moment, you rightly point out, cattle in Australia or agricultural industry in Australia is very large and prominent and will continue to be, whereas in China it's not so much. So why don't we consider maybe going, well, we are very strong and very good at growing cattle, for example, and because China is growing at the rapid rate and because of the way that their economy is heading, food is and will become an issue. Why don't we go, right, well, let's do a deal where we're assuming we've got enough cattle to feed our country and reserves, we'll do a program, the countries will be aligned, it'll be a free trade agreement, it'll incentivise bigger operations here in Australia, more jobs, more people, more of that, because that's what we do. And that might be an opportunity, but again, it's a very loaded question and I probably don't have the answer.
That's fine. I think we are having a good yarn.